Hey everybody, welcome back to Armchair Allstars. I'm David, and guess who I'm joined by today?
Jason, I found out what the birds do. Left it snow for once. Migrated.
Yes, I'm glad everybody's here today. So just go ahead and bring it up. I was wrong about James Madison. I was really wrong. James Madison lost, but they also put on 500 yards of offense on the next team, and I'm going to go ahead and pick ever who James Madison plays. Ever who Oregon plays next is going to destroy them, own them. They may commit a felony against them.
Oh, well, I picked Oregon to win the game, but I did say James Madison to cover, so I did technically win the bet in Las Vegas, which, for those who wanted, do I bet money? Not really, but I did put $100 in that game. I did cover the point. So, yes, I won $100. So, thank you, James Madison, for that late touchdown.
Absolutely. Yeah, so unfortunately, our results video, I have not tallied up all the numbers yet. I will probably get that out a day or two after Christmas, with it being the holidays. And while I'm on the subject, from our families to yours, we wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Festivus, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you choose to celebrate. I hope you have a good one.
I guess if you're pagan, you're just bored this holiday, right?
No, it's the something winter thing.
Oh, the winter solstice.
Yeah, so whatever you celebrate, I hope you have a good one. Hey everybody, David over at Armchair Allstars. So if you would do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you. All right. So how do you feel about the games coming up this week?
I mean, most of them, I don't know who the heck's going to play in them. Uh, Just for an example, I think because we're local to the area, Clemson has 27 sitting out. I think
28, 28 now.
28 now. So it's always a crapshoot now with the new NIL deals with the regular bowl games. A lot of smaller schools, you might have your full team playing, but the bigger schools, you never know.
So do you know who's not playing in a bowl game this week or next week?
Uh, Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Notre Dame's not playing.
yep, that is true. Georgia Tech wasn't scared of BYU. They'll play them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's they want to spare themselves the embarrassment. So let's go ahead and get kicked off on Friday's game. So there are no games tomorrow. Tonight, we're recording this on Christmas Eve. So you will see this on Christmas Day or sometime shortly after. So Friday, we have Central Michigan playing Northwestern in the Game Above Sports Bowl.
Which surprised me. The Chippewas. They're actually another mascot. Doesn't help me none. I'm still picking Northwestern to win the game.
Yeah, the only reason I know who you were talking about is I know that was at Northwestern.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to also go Northwestern on that
What
one.
is Northwestern's mascot?
Don't know.
I don't know what it is. Is it the Huskies? No.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. Okay.
Of all the mascots I could have guessed, that would have been the one, and I didn't. Because our local high school, the mascot is the Wildcats. And look at me looking and not guessing. All right, next game we got coming up: New Mexico, Minnesota.
Another Big Ten team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Something tells me go New Mexico in this. This is going to be one of the small schools because the other team ain't ready for it. So I'm going to go New Mexico in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm going Minnesota on this one. Yeah, go Gophers. I think they can squeeze one out.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm just taking a while.
I don't think it'll be. I haven't really followed either one of their progresses or scores or games very closely this year. Here we go. This is actually probably going to be a very entertaining game. 8 o'clock Friday night. This is the 8 o'clock game, which I will probably try to watch this one. Florida International at UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio, the Surf Pro Bowl.
I'm going to go UTSA. I think the Roadrunners will win that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go UTSA on that one also. The few times I've gotten to watch them play, they lost, but they didn't look bad. Like they're a good middle of the tier team. Florida International's on and off. I'm not sure what kind of year they're having. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh, East Carolina.
I was wondering if anybody is transferring from Pitt because East Carolina allegedly was pretty decent this year.
Yeah, they were 8-4.
So
Well, so was Pitt.
yeah, and so again, you don't know who's transferring and who's playing. Pitt looked bad against Miami. I'm gonna go East Carolina on this one. Pirates.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here looking at and thinking. Yep, I was right in my thinking. So who did you pick there?
I picked the Pirates.
You're going East Carolina, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going East Carolina also. I'm going to pick against the ACC this time, only because Pittsburgh disappointed me this year. Highly disappointed me. I feel like a sad, abandoned, hurt father,
Yeah.
and just disappointed with the way they got handled by Notre Dame.
About to say, if you're wondering, yeah, they
It's
lost
by,
Notre Dame.
they lost to Notre Dame, and I'm holding a grudge. All right, here we go. So the next game up, 12 o'clock on Saturday, Penn State Clemson in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
If I'm not mistaken, that's in New York.
I think so. I think it's
So
on Yankee Field, ain't it?
yeah, too bad I can't go out there and ruin it for them. But I'm gonna pick Penn State anyway, mainly because their defense is good and there ain't nobody gonna be playing that game. So
Yeah, I don't know who transferred left out of Penn State. That is one I have not kept up with. They do have the new coach over there. They seem to have everything kind of, sort of, maybe figured out. Uh, Obviously, I got to go the home team. I'm going Clemson. Here we go. UConn Army.
UConn beat Duke earlier this year.
Yep.
Um, I don't think can you transfer from Army.
No. Well, you can, but
So
it's not
their
good.
team's gonna be there.
Yeah, leaving Army is a little different than transferring to another school. At that point, especially if you're past your second year, is when you start your training and your commission process, I believe.
Yeah. As much as I want to pick Army, I think UConn's actually a decent team. They're 9-3 this year. They're actually a decent team. Army's going to run for 500 yards. That's what Army does.
Yep.
But I'm still going to pick UConn to win it.
I'm on the fence, man. I really don't want to pick against Army. Like they played Navy down to the wire.
They also lost Division two
I know.
school.
I'm trying to ignore that fact. All right, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Army. Army by 3 of the 9 points they score.
It's possible.
All right, Georgia Tech, BYU.
BYU. They just got too much defense.
Now, Georgia Tech for the upset. I've been right with them a lot more than I've been wrong.
Okay.
You don't believe me? As Florida State.
Yes, you give me. Yes, you're right 9 times and wrong 3.
Something like that, yeah. All right, here we go. The championship division here.
Oh yeah.
Miami, Ohio. Fresno State in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
Snoop Dogg Arizona don't sit right with me for some reason. Maybe if it's in Cali, I can understand, but yeah, whatever. Like the Snoop Dogg
Maybe
South
it's
Compton or something. Yeah, bowl. I'm gonna go Fresno State on this one.
Yeah, I might have to go Fresno State too. Just the Ohio teams hurt my feelings a little bit.
Maybe because Snoop Dogg, they're from California, so
I guess. All right, here we go. North Texas, San Diego State.
North Texas. I think they'll take the Aztecs out.
Yeah, I think North Texas and they'll win big. I don't think this be only. I personally think this will even be a good game. I think San Diego State's a little outmatched North Texas. North Texas is a legit team. Like they were what, one loss away from probably stealing a playoff spot.
Sure.
I mean, they could have got destroyed by Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go. Virginia, Missouri. This is going to be a good game.
it's gonna be a massacre. Missouri over Virginia, big.
I'm going. You know what? I'm going Virginia. I think this is going to be a good game. It's my Clemson pride there. That the head coach of Virginia is a former Clemson assistant. Another one that, anytime you want to come home, big guy, we're there. You and Venables can come on
Yeah,
back.
Missouri paid a lot of money to keep their coach from going anywhere else. He's been good to them, and they can run the ball very well.
Yeah.
So, and their defense is good
I
too.
think Missouri's a good team. I think Virginia's also a good team. I'm just going Virginia. Just it's an ACC school. Got to stay with the home team and the
Mhm.
home conference. Here we go. I smell upset all over our next pick. LSU Houston. Actually, you know what? It's not even an upset.
I pick LSU, which is an upset. Um, don't know why. It's just 'cause
I'm,
they should lose this game, but
I was all over the Lane train this year when he was at Ole Miss, and uh, I hate he left. Hate he went to LSU. That being said, I have not renewed my Lane train subscription. I'm going Houston. Houston by 10.
if he coaches this game, I think he's using it as a tryout to see who he tries to talk into leaving.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Houston by 10. All right, the next one, here we go. When we're up to Monday, the 29th, Georgia Southern, App State.
They in the same conference.
I believe that they are, sir.
I mean,
Let's take a look. I know Georgia Southern is in the Sun Belt. App's in the Sun Belt, so that will be yes.
so we got two.
Hang on, and you know what? And they've already played this year.
Yeah,
App State won 25-23.
no, Georgia Southern won.
Sorry, yeah, Georgia Southern won 25-23.
So they hate each other. They played a close game. They're in the same conference. No one wanted to come here. Um, I can't remember. I can't remember who all turned this bowl down. I know a couple teams did. I think Auburn was one of them.
Yep,
Uh, well, always hard to beat somebody twice, right?
it is.
I'm gonna go App State.
App State. Yeah, you know what? I'm going App State. I don't like picking against App State. Every time I do, it hurts my feelings. Even if they're having a down year, they've been known a surprise,
Yeah.
and say I'm going to have to go App State. Here we go. Coastal Carolina, Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech being a Conference USA school.
Hmm. Last time Coastal played a Conference USA school, they got manhandled. That was Liberty that was undefeated that year.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Coastal though. I think Coastal has a good offense, and Louisiana Tech ain't Liberty from that a couple years ago.
And that Liberty team from a couple of years ago was coached by Coastal Carolina's former coach,
That's true.
Mr. Jamie Chadwell. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Coastal on that one. Shots up. It's hard to pick against Coastal, one of the other home teams. That's not that other team.
Well, you ain't gotta worry about my team being in here.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Tennessee, Illinois, in the Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl. Poor Tennessee.
Or they like to say way too much Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
To me, Illinois ain't look like this Illinois team was last year. I'm gonna pick Tennessee over them this year. Just
Mm. Yeah, I got to go Tennessee. It pains me. They're yeah. I also think they got. I think Tennessee's very angry and upset still. They're trying to do a little restructuring and they're going to treat this like a real one-on-one scrimmage against somebody. I believe they're going to whoop up on Illinois. Here we go. USC TCU. This will probably be a pretty decent game.
yeah, I'm gonna pick an upset on this one. I don't think I'm gonna go Horned Frogs.
That's where I was going. That's what I was thinking too.
I figured as much. Wave.
Yeah, TCU or USC rather. I'm
Oh,
still.
I'll take that back. I want to take that back. My bad. I want to go USC.
You're going
There's
USC.
a reason why I said
All right.
this.
What's that reason?
Uh, they've lost their offensive coordinator and their quarterback because the offensive coordinator is now at South Carolina. Quarterback, I believe, in
Yep.
a transfer portal. Knowing that now and remembering that, I won't pick the second USC.
You know what? I'm still going TCU. USC falls in the pit category for me. This year they're dead to me because if either one of these teams would have done what they needed to do, the Notre Dame discussion never should have happened or would have happened. All right, here we go. Iowa Vanderbilt.
You know where I'm going with this one. Vandy all the way.
Oh yeah, I got to go. This is probably going to be our sweet, sweet baby boy Diego's last ride.
I just
Uh,
think Vandy's got a better offense.
yeah, I do too. I think Vanderbilt's going to have a bone to pick with not getting into the playoffs and him not getting the Heisman. I believe he's mad. He's going to have a point to prove, and unfortunately, I think Iowa's going to catch the brunt of it. Arizona State Duke.
I'm scared to death to pick against Duke.
I know. Hang on, hang on. Let me back that up a step. The reigning ACC champions, Duke, playing Arizona State. There we go. That sound better?
I'm going to
Hurts
pick
my feelings.
Arizona State, but I believe the Sun Bowl takes place in Arizona,
I believe it does too.
and that's why I'm going to pick Arizona State because
You
that's
know
just a
what?
home field advantage.
I'm going Duke. They are a conference champion.
That they are. Can't argue that.
I'm gonna go Duke. It's basketball season. They're all fired up now.
they're hard to beat during basketball season. I'll give you that.
Yep, in any sport actually.
Rematch.
Yep, Michigan, Texas.
And like I said earlier, it's hard to beat a team twice unless you're Michigan. Then Texas is going to win it. The quarterback hadn't got no better, so
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Michigan again. I'm a glutton for punishment. Apparently,
clearly
I'm gonna go Michigan.
both.
That being said, Michigan, I'm still very upset with you. You had your shot at Ohio State and owning that state, and you lost it.
I said to me, Texas quarterbacks improved. Michigan's has not.
Mm-hmm.
Texas
He's had a few weeks. He's had a few
and
weeks.
Texas has had a hot streak here at the end.
Yes, ask Texas A&M. That out loud. Here we go. Nebraska, Utah.
100% Utes. They just lost their quarterback. Nebraska did.
Yeah, I'm about to go Utah on that one too. The few times I've picked Nebraska this year, it has been a disappointment every time. I don't pick them often, but when I do, they suck.
Well, it's because they're not often ranked.
Well, there's that. Plus, talking about their opponent, normally
Oh,
ranked.
okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Playoff time.
Playoff time. The quarterfinals. Here we go. Miami, Ohio State. I can go first. You can go first. It
You
don't
go
even
ahead.
matter.
Let you go first in the playoffs.
You going with the U. Miami's going to upset Ohio State. They're going to run that state now.
Unfortunately, I think Carson Beck's gonna be Ohio State's best player. So I'm gonna pick Ohio State begrudgingly.
Nah, I think it's gonna be Miami on that, but we'll see what happens. All right.
I like that over under 50 there. Yeah, right. Oh, that's game before him. Okay.
Yeah.
42. Yeah, right.
They're giving. Yeah.
There you go.
Here we go. Oregon, Texas Tech. You know what? And after all the criticism and comments I get about my Oregon picks, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the board now. Right now. Texas Tech by 21. Period. Texas Tech wins the game by 21.
That's pretty ballsy.
All right, 28. Texas Tech's going to just. Oregon's not even going to play football next year. Texas Tech beats them so bad. They may sell their bus and equipment on the way home. Think about that little kid
Oh
that got beat
man.
up in karate practice.
I disagree with the point spread. However, because Oregon can put up some points, they got some fast players. Again, I mentioned before, that's a $7 million defense that Texas Tech bought there. They're good, and I think Texas Tech's defense. I think they're being slept on as the other team in the playoff.
Yep.
They got a bye, and they've been treated less than Alabama, Oregon,
Yep.
A&M, and Miami. So they're the ones you better watch out for. And the reason I say that is Texas Tech wins that game. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be by 28, but they win
Yep.
the game.
Here we go. Alabama, Indiana. I'm just gonna be flat honest with you. I'm torn on this one. Like deep down, I want to say Indiana, but Texas, Lord of mercy, you got me thinking bad thoughts. Alabama has been on a tear,
Here,
other until they play Georgia, yeah. But
they lost a game before Georgia.
but
They lost two games before Georgia.
Alabama's been much improved since the first of the year. How about that? Like they've been focused, they played, they deserve to be here.
Did you watch the Auburn game
I did.
and the
You know
Oklahoma
what?
game, the first Oklahoma game?
It's kind of like $20 is $20. A win is a win. All right.
All right.
So Alabama, Indiana. You go ahead and go. So I'm still unsure. I'm on the fence on this one still.
I straight up know my pick. And it's pretty simple.
All right.
There was a small team that was doing really good one year, undefeated, and decided in their stands start chanting, "We want Bama, we want Bama." Vanderbilt lost to 50 the next week to Alabama. Don't do that. Don't chant. I understand it ain't Nick Saban no more, and I get that, but Alabama for the upset, set up Texas Tech for the championship game. That's what I'm picking. So I'm going Alabama, barely.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go Indiana. I believe Indiana's offense is gonna do something and just kind of shock them. And we all know Alabama most of the time. If you catch them right up front and shock them, they'll freeze a little most of the time.
And for those Indiana ones out there, not really that I care about your opinion, but I'm not a Bama fan. I do
No,
not like Bama.
I'm not either. Like I said, Indiana has been my dark horse pick since like the midway of the season. Like
He just likes chaos and teams that ain't supposed to be there.
I do. And Indiana 8 weeks ago was not supposed to be here, and they were most definitely not supposed to be ranked the number one team in the country. All right, so I'm gonna go Indiana. Here we go. Ole Miss, Georgia. Georgia's going to flat out kill Ole Miss. It's not even going to be a game.
Well, SEC is definitely going to get one to the next round.
Yes.
I feel the same. I think Georgia's defense locked in. They are I've heard it put this way once already. They're a physical team. They want to be physical, and unless you can out physical them, they're going to win. And I just don't think Ole Miss can do it. Quarterback likes to run around too much. He's hard to handle. But if they ever get his hands on him, they might hurt him. And they've already smacked him around once this year,
Yeah.
haven't they? But I really think that, and Georgia came back that game. This game, they ain't going to have to come back.
Yeah. They don't have the lane train to jump on and help them scatter around a little bit.
Well, they got one. Georgia got one mission after missing the playoffs last year, and they're focused now. It's
Yep.
we bad.
Hurt, beat, destroy everything.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So back out of the playoffs, we're now looking at Rice, Texas State, and the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces. My taxes pay for this bowl.
Oh man, Texas State.
You know what? I'm gonna go Rice. I think this is gonna be a 50-50 pick on this. I don't think. I don't. I'm not partial or favored to either one of those
They're
teams.
both from Texas, so
Yeah. Here we go. This is actually might be a little entertaining. Navy, Cincinnati, in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
I've seen a lot about Cincinnati too on the trading blocks in the NIL movement and stuff. I think their quarterback's one of one's gone, so I want to say Navy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Navy too. Cincinnati. It's like once again every time I've picked them, especially when they were ranked the first year, disappointed me. So they're on the don't pick list. So we're going Navy. Anchors away. Arizona, SMU. This will probably prove a little more. I think this will be a closer game than the rankings and all that look like it should be.
Arizona's has played a lot better than they were expected to. I won't pick Arizona.
Yeah, and you know what? Just because they're in the ACC, I'm going SMU. Here we go. I'm not even sure how this is a game
Because someone backed out of it.
because, yeah, Wake Forest. Wake Forest, Mississippi State. I'm not in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. What coach is getting mayonnaise dumped on his head?
And just so you know, it's 8-4 Wake Forest versus 5-7, soon to be 6-7 Mississippi State.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Bulldogs.
I've that being said, I have picked the Mississippi State Bulldogs many times this year,
I've lost a lot.
and I have lost
Barely.
many times picking Mississippi State. So I'm gonna stick with the ACC. I'm going Wake Forest.
I mean, it's not. You have picked Mississippi State a lot for
I have.
upsets.
I got some close dear friends of mine that are alum, and I've watched them and they look pretty decent. I was like, man, all right, here we go. This is gonna be the year.
And then the fourth quarter comes.
Then it happened. It didn't. It never got here. You know, it's the whole Jerry Springer thing. You know, he just opens the envelope. Mississippi State, this is not your year.
It never is. Thank God we play them next year.
Monday, January 5th. Illinois State, Montana State.
FCS championship game.
Yep.
Oh, man. As much as I hate to pick against a team who upset North Dakota State, who looked like they were set up to run the table yet again, I've got the pleasure of watching Montana State play the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit too. They're tough.
I'm picking Montana State to win.
Yeah, I'm all over Montana State. I wouldn't pick against them. There's probably 5 schools and everything we just named that I pick against Montana State. Other than that, I'm pretty well locked in and solid on them winning.
Well, Illinois, I picked against them last time against the Grizz, and they played them tough, but they beat them both times. Illinois State's played really well. Not them at all. They could win this thing, but
yeah,
got to pick one of them. Can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Montana State. Like I said, they're impressive almost every year. I mean, if they were a Division I school, and if Lord forbid if they were in a Power 4 conference, they'd kill you.
Well, just imagine that conference, because that conference has got Montana State, and I believe they got North Dakota State, South Dakota State in there also. And if they still had the Vandals,
yep,
they wouldn't have went up to FBS. My God, what a conference!
Yeah, that's all the games we got coming up until the playoffs come back around on Thursday, January 8th. We will reconvene. I will probably be licking my wounds. But you know who will not be licking their wounds this week? Or at the end of this bowl season? Notre Dame. They didn't go. They chose to sit at home to not get embarrassed like a spoiled child. They didn't get their way, so I'm going to take my toys and I'm going to go home.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of teams that done that.
And now they have to change the whole playoff thing, the way they do things because of that.
Yep. If Notre Dame's ranked in the top 285, they get a playoff spot now, apparently.
That's all good.
You know, honestly, I think they should go back to 4 teams. Just 4 teams.
No.
Yep. But hear me out on this.
They should expand.
Nah. It's too big now.
16.
Nope. Needs to be 4. Every game matters. But hear me out on this. The 4 games. So we're gonna do the 4-game playoff. We're going back to the BCS computers. We're taking the committee and throwing that crap in the trash. Because they suck.
I still say you gotta have more than
Okay, a 16 playoff with a BCS computers picking the teams.
Or 7, 1 bye. Number 1 team gets a bye. And then, like I said, you gotta make everybody's schedule pretty much the same. So everybody's gotta play a full conference, a slate.
Yep.
And
which 2027, most conferences should be on a 9-game conference schedule.
That is true, but the problem I see, if you done, you gotta do more. I said the reason I say 7 is because that way you have even numbers you can do the buys. But a lot of these conference champions go. To me, if you're gonna do a playoff like that, so what? You finish second in your conference championship. You lost. That means you're already out.
Yep. Like I said, let's go back to the old BCS 1999. Let's fire that old DOS computer back up one more time, and let the computer make its mind up, because it's only gonna do what the parameters put in at the beginning. Everybody knows the parameters.
Yeah.
It's a level playing field. There's no opinion. It's only this is how we grade. This is how we score. This is how you get in. Cut and dry.
I'm trying to think. So 1, 2. Yeah, you got to have at least 8 slots. I'm trying to figure out there's a way you just put 5 teams in and make it work. But that'd be one. That'd only be one play. There'd be only one playoff game, play-in game.
Yeah.
The other 3 would get buys. That'd be like the top 4 conferences and a group of 5 team.
Yep. But like I said, I think it's to shrink it down. to the minimum to have basically the top two teams. Number one team, number two team get a bye. Everybody else plays to win.
Yeah, well, I'm good. I'm good with that. I mean, for the most part, 17 I got from the NFL one. That's what they do.
And I think that's a little. I think that's a little big because number one, they don't play as many games as the NFL regular season games.
Not yeah, they don't. They play 5 of
So
them.
with the number of games and that large of a playoff, it's taking some significance off of your games. You can lose more games and make the playoffs. Where on a 17 or a 16 playoff, you might get one loss. That's it. Every game matters.
Well, to me, conferences should matter. If you win your conference, you're in. If you don't win your conference, you shouldn't be in.
No, I don't want conference champion, conference champion. If they because the conferences are too big. They've made them where they're not. There's too big. It don't. I don't think the conference championship should matter your place in the playoffs. I'm not saying conference championships don't matter, but like look at Duke. Duke didn't belong. They're a conference champion. So take the top ranked teams and your one group of five team. Let them slide one in out of mercy every year.
But see, now here's where your problem's gonna be with it. Be that.
Notre Dame gets left out again. They cry.
Well, not even that. It's like, all right, just say the SEC or like this year the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
3 of your top 5 teams are Big Ten teams.
Yep.
So you just left out 3 conferences completely. That's my issue with. That's why I say conference championship. You know the rules. You know the rules before the season starts of how your conference is set up.
Yep.
If you don't make the championship game, cry louder because you knew the rules.
Yeah.
So that's why I say conference champions, because a conference champion is a champion, so therefore they should play in the championship. It would get rid of people like, all right, say Alabama's in it this year.
Yep.
All right. Who cares? They lost the conference championship game. They've already lost that was their playoff spot.
Yep.
They had a chance to win it. They lost it. Oklahoma.
Miami
didn't even get a chance to play in it, but they lost according to their own conference rules. They knew those rules when they started.
That's it. And I'm okay with that as long as it is a set, designated. This is how you get in at the beginning of the year. This is the route. This is the road. There is no opinion. There is no eye test or Notre Dame test or whatever in the world they want to call it.
No.
It is the computer picks. This is how you get in. Everybody knows it.
That's it.
That's done.
6 teams. I said 4 conference champions, a group of 5, and 1 the best team who didn't win the conference championship. That'd be the only way they could do it. That's the lowest they could do it, but because you have certain teams that are not in conferences.
Well, so sad, too bad.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the best they'll do.
It's that it's the you made your bed, you got to lay in it.
How about everybody just schedule one game every year? Schedule one game, and that starts the playoffs. If you lose, you're out. My team only play one game that year.
I don't know if we can do that because I think we'd have been sitting home on week 1.
We've been fine though. We made the week 2.
That's right. I'd have been watching Carolina and disappoint me on TV again.
Yeah.
I tried. You Gamecock fans, I tried to be a fan. I watched. It hurt my feelings. I cried on the inside, outside. I went to my neighbor's yard and cried.
So did we.
I just.
At least we got.
They have so much talent.
At least we had some good news this year. So far.
Yeah, you had good news last year too when he come back and played.
Well, we got another one coming back too. Our defensive side.
You just got to be able to execute that talent, which they had a huge problem with this year.
Again, it's amazing that when you have a good offensive line, how much of a run game and passing game you tend to have. And when you don't have one, how bad of a passing game and running game you have when you snap the ball and the defense is back there tucking your towel in the back of your back pocket for you because they're already there.
Yeah, man.
What play you running?
Yep. Matter of fact, they probably come out and told you what play you were going to run. Yeah. Hey, I thought you called this. I heard you.
It was back here with you already.
Yep. All right, man. That's all I got. We're running a little long tonight. What else you got for this coming up? Well, 2 weeks of college football.
I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for the portal open to see the chaos start and see who's going where. See how big of a splash my team makes and other teams make. Who spends how much money they spend this year.
Yeah, The only thing I got is something the NCAA or whatever regulatory body needs to fix the system. Something's obviously broken. They need to. Yes, everybody's making money hand over fist, but I think at some point, if this continues, you're either going to A, lose your bowl sponsorships, or B, you're going to start losing your fans, and both of those cost you money.
And the fans already started. Also, you're gonna lose your other sports, and
Yep,
not that there's a big fan base in some of those sports, but
that
those
percentage they get from football,
the students lose out on it. That's gonna be your lacrosses, your some of your women's
your
programs, some of
water
your
polo.
yeah, and some of your club sports. All that money gets taken away from your NIL. That yeah, you got to start signing. If you're gonna pay them, they won't get paid like professionals. They need to act like professionals. Therefore, you need
Yep,
contracts and stipulations.
yep, and the teams opting out of the bowl games. I was very happy to see some of the conferences when the teams in their
Oh,
conference
find
opted
them.
out, find them.
I think SEC did that, didn't they?
They did. I am 100% okay with that. This sitting out in the bowl game, sitting around pouting like a little kid is embarrassing. I don't like it.
Well, some of them
Uh,
done it because they won't have enough players to play.
well, see, that would be that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Well, you have injuries or
No,
the
I'm talking
coach left and they all
players
ever
transferred.
left. I don't have enough players to field it and keep the people I have on the team safe. That's an understandable thing. But just sitting out because we didn't make the playoffs and I'm going to go home and be mad and pout, or be like Auburn, who's trying to get their new coach settled, blah blah blah, and didn't take that. See, that's an excuse. They should be. They should not have an option. The conference should step in and says, no, you were going to play.
They get paid. I don't know how other conferences do it. Obviously, I know more about the SEC.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody chips in the pot. Everybody gets the money.
Everybody goes to bowl game. Everybody gets money for it. Every school gets money for it. They all pay to the same pot, and therefore they saying, okay, you turned down this bowl game to make the conference this much money. Now you must pay that money to make up for it.
Yep.
That's what they're doing.
And you're also not getting any money either. That's what I would do. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
something needs to change. I'm hoping that they'll get something figured out. At this point, the amount of money and the amount of endorsement deals that's trading hands right now, it's not going to happen because obviously money is what matters.
That is true, and I said unfortunately NCAA has shown that they are not the best at coming up with good rules
Or creative solutions.
or any kind of solution. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
that's why the SEC and Big Ten is threatening to take over and just lead NCAA out and pretty much end it.
I'm all right with that.
If they have a plan in place, I am too.
Yep. Well, all right, man. That's all I got. So, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.